It's like I have a new microphone.
Well, we all seem to be in really good moods today. It's a great day for a podcast.
It's another day.
What is this, episode 5?
This is actually episode 5 as opposed to last time where it was episode 4 and I said episode 5.
Yeah, and then you said shit twice.
I was going to try not to curse twice in the first 12 seconds of the podcast.
I'll do it for you.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
One more time?
Shit.
There you go.
We're done.
Episode 5.2.
5.2.
We're going to have to find out how many times we can say that before we have to put like a little explicit thing next to our stuff on iTunes.
Oh, yeah, huh?
I don't know the answer.
I think it's 3.
You think it's 3? We're going to have to go back through and beep all of those.
I'll just cut them out. Let's start it again. You think?
I literally don't know the answer. I literally don't. I don't know if you can say, because you can't say shit on the radio, right?
No.
So my assumption is that you can't say shit on iTunes.
Well, iTunes is stupid.
Right.
I don't even know. Okay.
All right.
So
begin again.
Season 1, episode 5 of the Byte Me Podcast, and here we are.
It's my favorite part of this podcast.
I know, right?
Excellent. Today,
Yeah.
we're talking. I'm just not going to break it yet because the suspense is building. Dylan's going to talk about the most amazing thing ever. God, this is going to be the most.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be so disappointing to everyone except Dylan.
Yeah, no one's probably going to care. But
Well, I looked it up, what you're going to talk about, and I'm like, this is the most random thing I think I've never heard of.
Right. That's
But
exactly
it was
what I thought too.
Evidently a big thing for a lot of people.
I think it is probably very revolutionary in gaming history.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Nintendo Switch emulation, backwards compatibility, virtual console stuff.
And you guys watched Conan play or not Conan, Jimmy Fallon?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Was that the fakest thing you've ever seen?
Yes. That's just my general idea of Jimmy Fallon
I think
in general.
that's just him.
Good
yeah,
enough.
Jimmy Fallon. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm sure you're a lovely man. Cannot stand
And
you
of
as
course,
the
he's
host.
trying to
It's all right.
suck up to Miyamoto.
Yeah, I would too.
Well, yeah, I mean that's fine.
Yeah.
And he got to play Zelda for a minute, so he's buttering him
Yeah,
up.
he was kind of fanboying out for real at that. Like that part I believe.
Yeah. It's good.
But anyway, yeah, so we'll talk about that.
Talk about Overwatch. Oddly enough, we're going to talk about the Muckleshoot Casino in beautiful Auburn.
Yes.
Washington?
Auburn, Washington.
That's in Auburn. Have you been to Muckleshoot
I have
Casino?
never been to Muckleshoot Casino. Yeah, I've driven past it.
Their
It's close.
buffet's
yeah.
great.
Their buffet
Their
is
buffet's
great.
awesome. Their snow crab night. Yes.
And
But here's the thing. A lot of people, I don't know if everybody understands that we're in Seattle, Washington.
we are in Seattle,
And
Washington.
Muckleshoot Casino is not far from here.
Not
so,
far at
No,
all.
it's not
yeah,
far at all.
you'll
It's
understand why we're
literally
excited.
10 minutes from my house.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, probably.
I grew
Okay.
up
Maybe 15 minutes.
right down the street.
That would explain your problems.
And then we're going to talk about some new stuff. There's some like last minute holiday stuff coming out that I'm really excited about most of.
Sweet.
Excellent. But we're going to start with what Adam's been playing.
What I've been playing. Let me, because I already know what I'm playing, but this helps to look at it. So I've been playing Dust and it's Elysian Tale.
Oh, really? I thought
Not
it was Elysian.
Elysian. It's Elysian.
Says who?
Says the
In the game,
trailer
actually.
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Perfect.
they say it. So, and if you've never played it before, it came out, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah. It was on sale on that Steam weekend that I got drunk and bought all kinds of stuff, and it was a great purchase. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. The music's great. It's a very Metroidvania kind of game. I put a video up of some gameplay, so you can check that out.
Absolutely stunning. And the kind
It's
of
all hand drawn, all hand animation.
and I think it was done by a single guy too. I'm like 85% sure that that's a one guy game. I think I read that. It's not full motion video. That's the wrong thing. But when the players talk, like they're animated. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they pop up. And I love your little helper monkey.
Yeah,
fox
it's like
person.
what was the little thing? Navi?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Navi except not annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunningly beautiful too.
Yeah, definitely should check that out if you have a chance. Also stunningly beautiful. I was able to play it in just a night. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. It was one of the free games on PlayStation Plus either last month or the month before.
Last month.
Was it last month? Okay.
And that's like a walking simulator, right?
Yeah, it's a walking sim, and it tells a story about... I don't want to say...
The Rapture?
Yeah, no.
That's the
not
problem with all
really.
these walking simulators is you can literally talk about the first 4 minutes of them without giving away the entire plot.
Yeah.
Like if someone asked me about what Gone Home was about, I'm like, I don't know, it's about someone who went home.
But yeah, I mean, so I don't even know who you're playing in this game. I don't know if you're just some random person.
You're
who
everybody.
Came across exactly, or if you're everyone, or if you're something. But it's really, really well done. The only complaint I've got about that is it's when I say a walking sim, it's you can't run. You're walking everywhere, and that's the only issue I had with it. But otherwise, the music was incredible. The story was really cool. It's just really well paced.
A lot of people really don't like that genre of game.
Well, because it's not technically a game.
It's totally a game, and it's. I mean,
but it's one of those where it's like if you ever played Flower or if you've played Journey. Yeah. It's not really a game. It's a piece of art.
Yeah.
It's something you're not going to lose. You're not trying to get a score. You're just playing along. You're a part of the
almost
movie,
as if it was a game, like you were playing a game.
Yeah, but it's not
almost,
a game.
Almost.
It's not a game.
It's like watching a movie.
Yeah, kind of. It's like watching a movie you're a part
of.
Controlling a movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I really dig that idea though. It's lots of fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. So
I don't know. I mean, I would argue though, like if adventure games are games, those are games, right? I mean, like Gone Home, like a lot of it's puzzle solving and putting things together to get to the right place. So
this you don't have to do that. You can either walk straight to the end of it, and there's the end of it, or you can listen to different things along the way. You don't have to unlock anything or whatever. There's no right or wrong way of doing it to get to the end.
I'm interested now.
Yeah, and then I'm still playing Infamous Second Son. I got really pissed off at it last night because some of the boss battles I feel like are a little imbalanced. And then I talked to a friend of mine. He said, "No, it's just me." But I'm still playing that. And
Get
it's fun.
good at him.
He's the boss.
Yeah, well,
he's gonna be better than you.
Whatever.
That's
what about you? What are you playing currently?
I have been playing Overwatch. I'm still pretty bad at it, which is okay.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, I upgraded from playing with my kid against bots with bots on our team last night to playing against bots with humans on my team. So it's like a progression, I suppose. Okay. Still absolutely adore Sombra. She's so freaking fun to play as. One of her superpowers, I don't know what you want to call them, is she can leave she kind of throws out this like tracking thing, and then anytime in the next 15 seconds you can warp back to it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Which is really cool because it's like an awesome strategy to just find like the closest health pack to where you're attacking or where you're defending. Throw your tracking thing on it, and then for the next 15 seconds, if you get killed, you can just warp to there, get more health, and then go back out into the battle before dropping another one. So it's cool. It's really cool.
Nice.
So that's fun. I played 80 Days, which I'm going to talk about later. I played it Steam, but it's a great mobile game, so we'll talk about that in a minute. I've played the first 15 minutes of Sleeping Dogs like 10 times now because I keep getting just far enough into it to get to this like kind of the tutorial thing, but every single time I've gotten there, something's interrupted me and I haven't been able to save and I haven't been able to keep playing. So I've played the tutorial like 3 times now. I'm hoping, really, really hoping to get further than that.
And I've seen that game like before. I've seen.
Yeah.
What kind of game is it?
The tutorial is really
what's
cool.
The tutorial allow?
I think it's just kind of an open world.
It's another GTA clone, but more focused heavy on like martial arts, hand-to-hand combat.
And it's actually set in Japan, right?
Yeah. Is it?
You play a cop trying to. Well, maybe not. I'm not. I think it is. You play a cop trying to infiltrate, like the Chinese mafia or the Japanese mafia, which
Yakuza.
The Yakuza. Is it Yakuza in this case?
No, I don't think so. I think it's the other one. But anyway, yeah, whatever. I've only played 5 minutes of it. I can't be expected to remember. But the combat mechanics are really cool. It's very much you don't just like button mash. It's, you hit X 5 times and then hold X and you'll do this cool bam, 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 and then kick. And
cool.
So that part is really cool. It feels more like you're in control of it than just a GTA where you just punch. Right. So far I'm really enjoying it. It was free. Actually, I think it's free this month. So
pick it up on Xbox Live Gold.
Xbox One games, real pretty. Yeah. So been playing that. I played of course I played Rocket League.
That's weird.
But which is cool though because I got to play all the new stuff. So I've got about half the Christmas collectibles now. They changed the way non-competitive matchmaking works, and so they dumped a ton of new levels. They've always had these experimental levels called Rocket Labs, and they just dumped those into the playlist for non-competitive stuff, which was kind of interesting to play over the weekend. And then today they decided it's not working and pulled it all out. So
wow,
they did that.
Hope you weren't too attached to any of them.
Yeah, they were fun, but I don't know. They're so weird. They're so different than a traditional level. I mean, some of them have 2 goals. Some of them are round. Some of the they're very, very, very different. But got to play those, and then I got to play the new level 2, which is like an octagon that's like really stretched out. So it's fun. The new arc level. So a lot of new stuff there.
I've still never played it.
Yeah, we will. We're gonna play it, Adam. It's gonna be great. And then I also started playing The Witness yesterday.
Because you've had it and you've not played it.
Yeah, I've been kind of hanging out, waiting. I thought it'd be fun to play with my wife, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So I actually started.
It's cool to play. It's cool to play together
with people. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because you can.
Because I'm not smart enough for some of the puzzles, so I figured that having a help. But that's a great game, and it is so beautiful. But it's cool. The way I've been playing it actually is I've been streaming it from my desktop PC to my Mac via the Steam in-home streaming thing, and it works great. It's absolutely beautiful. It looks great on my Mac, and the Mac touchpad is perfect for solving the little maze puzzle things. So it controls great, looks great. I think that's a game I could get. I don't have any illusions that's a game I'm actually going to beat, because I mean there's 400 or 500 puzzles.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of puzzles, and some of them, once you get really deep into it, some of the puzzles they're
hard,
really hard.
Yeah, it struck me as a game that I think I could really enjoy for, I don't know, a while though. And I mean, it's beautiful. It's one of those games that I feel like I should just constantly be taking screenshots of, because it's so pretty. I've really liked it a lot. So that's what I'm doing. Dylan?
Cool. Working my way through Uncharted 4. So I've always loved these games. I love the adventure puzzle solving, and the puzzles are great. Feel like you kind of look at them and you kind of know what you got to do, and nothing's too challenging, but it's a good balance between platforming, puzzle solving, and then murdering all these people because you're just a treasure hunter. You're this good guy.
When that came out,
with no moral code whatsoever.
Right. When that came out, a couple of friends of mine, they bought it the release night, and they stayed up all night and played it and finished it that night.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's how much they enjoyed those kind of games, and that game in particular.
It's great mechanically, but it took forever to get to the story, which was so weird, because I feel every other game had this amazing set piece to start the game.
Right.
And this one, it
didn't have some big flashy opening.
No, you're on a boat in the water, running from other boats while they're shooting him. This is the least cool thing you could start this game with. And then it dragged on into the story, and then had you do this parkouring through the city to learn the platforming mechanic. I'm like, why am I doing this while trying to throw story at you? And then it's all stuff that could have been thrown into one cutscene, and then now you're playing the game. So I don't know why they did that. That's my complaint, but I'm sure it will have a good rest of the story. The story's great. It just took 2 hours to get into it, and I'm like, that's not okay. But I did also start playing Stories, The Path of Destinies, or is that what the subtitle is? Yes,
something like
Path of Destinies. So that's currently free on PlayStation Plus. So it's the one with the storybook theme. It's classic kind of top-down beat 'em up style game. You collect ore and wind essence and fire essence and water essence, and you can build cool swords that do different things with your energy. So one sword can heal, you can set enemies on fire.
That's always fun.
Kind of has the free flow combat of Assassin's Creed or the Batman games.
Okay.
So we've kind of you kind of get these cues when to counter the opponents, and it's pretty satisfying. Then you learn kind of what they do, and you can attack, counter, and dash around, and it's pretty cool. And you're constantly making choices, so you'll see this page in a book, and you have to choose option A or B to go. This guy got kidnapped. Are you gonna let him be kidnapped, and because you think this, and you're gonna go try to solve this, or you're gonna go save him? And based on what you do, the story takes a different path. And where I'm at now, I believe the story can kind of wrap up, and then it gives you this cutscene. It's pages are going to flip back, and you're going to kind of redo that part to get the correct ending. So it's kind of like you're trying to figure out how the story's actually supposed to play out.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, but
But if you get a shitty, if you get a crappy ending,
you can choose the wrong adventure, but you still go back and complete the game to try to get all the different parts of the story.
It's like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure if that's how it is, but that was my impression after playing the chunk that I did play, because it kind of wrapped up the ending and said the pages are flipping back. Now go do it right this time.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try that. It looks real pretty.
It's definitely worth checking out. I'm curious to see how long it actually takes to really play through it. Because it looks like there's a lot of stuff to unlock, a lot of swords. Because the different swords open different gates and different paths around the map. So I'm guessing you spend a lot of time on that map and can explore the different parts of it.
Very cool.
That should be fun.
Very cool.
Sweet.
I think we're talking news now.
Oh. I thought we were going to hear about how your NES Classic.
Oh, geez. I almost completely skipped the most exciting thing that we did.
On an NES Classic, and I took it over to my buddies this weekend, and we played some old games.
3 feet from the screen.
Yeah, 3 feet from the screen, because they really are simulating what it was like to play an NES.
And I think just like story-wise, the way we got one is interesting. Only in that it could only happen, I think, here and like 2 other cities.
San Diego or Portland.
Yeah, so there's Amazon drove all the bookstores out of business and then thought, dude, what we should do is start a bookstore. And so there's one in downtown Seattle, and they announced
there was a Mario running around outside.
Yeah, they announced via tweet like, hey, we're gonna have Nintendo Classics
NES
there.
Classic Edition.
And like we were talking, I'm like, they're gonna be gone by 8:05, right? There's no way that these are gonna last more than 10 minutes with the amount of time. Like I've been trying to find one after this, and people are lining up at Target apparently at midnight. Trying to get these things.
Yeah, because Target was supposed to get some today.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, we heard there's going to be some. We won't actually know until employees show up in the morning, but we've heard that they are. And so people are standing out. It's the cold time of year a lot of places. So,
the amount of people losing their mind over this
it's crazy.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But, and then we figured they'd be gone 2:00 in the afternoon. They tweeted out like, oh no, we still got some.
Have some.
You went over
San Diego was sold out. Portland was closed for snow and had a couple for the next day if you'd show up in the morning. And Seattle still had some.
Yeah. At like what? You got yours at 4:35?
Yeah. It was after work hours basically by the time I got there. And we had this blue taped serpentine line through the store, and they handed out tickets, and I think I got the second to last one, but there was probably 8 or 10 people that came in right behind me and left empty-handed.
And that's like right by the UW campus.
Yeah, that's what I figured. There'd be college students galore. Maybe college students don't have $60. I don't know.
But or did no one hear about this?
Yeah.
And that was kind of the thing. It's like, we're just going to have Mario running around, and then we're going to throw it out on Twitter. They're obviously going to sell them all.
Yeah.
Because if they had 20 and 20 people hear about it, 20 of them are gone.
Right.
So, they're not.
I don't know if they got a ton and it was just like Amazon's.
Or maybe Twitter's just not where it's at anymore.
Right. That's also a possibility.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked that they lasted that long. So. But I got to play Excite Bike, and it was real cool.
Was it as exciting as it was in 1984?
Maybe a little bit more, actually.
Yeah. All skepticism is aside now. Once we booted that thing up and it popped up in HD, we were like, This is cool. This is cool. I didn't even have to play a game yet. And it looks so pretty. Like, those 8-bit graphics look great.
Yeah. Right. What was shocking to me is how small it is. Like, I've seen pictures of it, and
I did. I wasn't expecting it to literally fit in the palm of your hand.
Maybe 3 inches by 4 inches. Like,
it's much bigger than the controller.
Yeah, I've got to guess that it's effectively just a Raspberry Pi inside of that because it's super tiny.
Open it up.
You should not. You should definitely not open it up. Wait 3 months and then you can open it up.
Yeah.
Someone's already probably opened it up. You could probably just look on YouTube.
Let's Google
open it up.
See what else.
But so what have you played on it so far? I watched you die a lot on Mega Man 2. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I went back and not died on Mega Man 2 and beat a couple of the bosses, but I've played that game so many times that I should probably try to experience other things. And we passed the controller around, and I'd never really played Kirby before.
Oh, nice.
I didn't realize Kirby was. Hold, please. We're recording again now,
so I never really played Kirby before.
Right. Neither did I. I didn't realize Kirby was a thing on the original NES. I actually never knew that until 5 years ago.
Yeah, because when I was playing the NES, I was real little, and I didn't really have a computer or internets or anything. So I had the games I had, and those were already in my life when I was conscious of it. And I obviously didn't go to the store and buy new games. So I really had no idea. But man, that game was seems advanced for like 91 when it came out or something. I mean, you're swallowing the baddies and you're getting all these cool powers and running around and traversing these levels and shooting fireballs from your face. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty impressive for NES.
I haven't played any of the new ones, but I hear that they're real fun, and like the DS versions are real fun. Yeah. So it's cool.
Kirby's a great character. So, then played like Super Mario Bros. 3 because you had to. And then obviously
I love that game.
Revisited Super Mario Bros. 2, the weird one.
Yeah, the one where you basically realize that all the developers were on acid.
Yeah, super weird. It throws everything you know about Mario from the previous game and every future game out the window.
Well, and that's the one that, I mean, the reason though is just because it's like a stage play or something, right? I mean,
it's presented as though it's a play.
But there's actually a reason. I just don't remember what it is.
Wasn't it like developed as a different thing and then they turned it into Mario?
It could be. It's
possibly. I don't know, but it's so weird for such a random Mario title. That's where so many classic characters came from.
Yeah,
like the Shy Guy and the pokey wobbly cactus guy.
Yeah, wobbly cactus guy.
Yeah,
yeah, and
Birdo.
From the beginning, you can choose Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Peach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they all have different styles of jumping.
They
and
do play
gameplay.
a little differently, but then there's the little bad guys walking towards you and you jump on their head and it does nothing, which is like everything you know about Mario is like, oh, I jump on their heads and they leave. And it's like, nope.
You ride these guys,
nope, you just
ride them
jump
around,
on their head.
and then you can pick them up.
There's a lot of picking up, like you pull turnips out of the ground and throw them at things. I was like, what? What is this game? This is so weird.
Turnips are the end-all be-all of weapons in Mario. Watch out for the flying turnip.
Yeah. Apparently, it was originally, it's a totally different game in Japan, and they just like dropped in the Super Mario characters for the American version of it.
Weird.
Yeah. So I tell Doki Doki Panic.
So does Doki Doki Panic exist as Super Mario in Japan at all?
Probably on the Super Famicom, yeah.
So it does exist, like. But the Mario version of it, is that a thing, or is that only an American thing?
Yeah, that's my...
So they gave us like an extra Mario
title?
apparently
it was released in Japan in 1992 under the title Super Mario USA.
Oh, so this is what they think America is.
Yeah.
We're just a
like.
turnip farm that you jump around.
In their defense, my ancestors actually homesteaded a turnip farm in Nevada, so...
They're not far off.
They're not far off.
Okay. They know us so well.
In case you're wondering, turnip farming in Nevada, not very successful.
I can't imagine farming anything in Nevada is successful.
I have been to the farm, and it is exactly the desert hellhole you would imagine it is.
I heard they have hooker farms, though.
Interestingly enough, right outside Wells, Nevada, the closest place prostitution is legal in Nevada.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a weird aside.
Yeah,
the bunny ranches out there, right?
So great. So the NES Classic Edition is fun. That's the moral of the story here.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, real cool. Definitely.
It was. He's right though. Watching it boot up was. It just like nostalgia.
Yeah,
it's good. All right.
Speaking of nostalgia.
Oh, we're going to go right into news, and we're going to talk about waves of. This is all Dylan nostalgia day. So, do you want to break the real bad build up to what we've been building up for 2 episodes now?
Yeah, this is going to be the most exciting thing we ever talk about, probably
for you.
And I hope that there's enough people out there that haven't heard of this. And before 2016 is over, we have to talk about it because it is the 20th anniversary of Chex Quest.
And now, so for people who have no idea what that means other than Chex, isn't that mix that I make and take to parties?
Yes.
Okay. You are right.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. Because they thought it was a great idea in 1996, and they were right, to skin Doom.
Total conversion of Doom.
Yeah, like the first 3 levels or so.
Yeah.
As a cereal. So they made the protagonist a human Chex piece, and he fought Flemoids, these green slug slimy creatures in a spaceship.
Flemoid.
And fought them with non-lethal weapons, because how you get this game is buying a box of cereal.
Yeah, they gave out 5 million copies of it in
cereal boxes.
So literally when you say wow, games are so mainstream now, they're giving away them cereal, that was true 20 years ago.
This is a big marketing step for the future of video games.
Yeah. Chex wanted to to reach a new audience, a younger, hipper audience.
Yeah.
They decided the way to do that was through
was to put video games in the cereal.
Yeah, they gave away 5 million copies. It cost them, and they did huge. I mean, like big ad blitz. This was like a $500,000 ad campaign,
How did I miss this?
right? And that's exactly what Dylan's like. You remember this, right? I'm like, no. And I mean, I was in high school. I was my senior year in high school.
Right.
So
It was my
And
first year out in the
you were
wild
playing
as a
Doom at
human
this point in your
I
life?
was playing Doom. Well, I guess I was playing Doom 2. I guess,
But this is basically a 1-to-1 creation or recreation of Doom. It's just it
So-
looks
the crazy
different.
thing is 96. I had internet too. Like you would think that somewhere
Right.
or in the next 20 years, I would have ran across this as being something.
or your
Sorry. So was it? Was it a complete recreation of the game, or was it like they're the first official like real mod? What we call mods now.
Kind of, but I mean, there was a big Doom modding scene. Like I spent an entire summer making Doom levels and Doom mods and Doom.
And isn't that kind of what this guy did? And
Yeah,
he's the
it's-
guy
it's
they
just-
brought on to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He
Okay.
modded.
He was a Doom modder. And
See, I didn't know that modding was a thing that has been a thing for as long
Oh, yeah.
as evidently it has been. I
Yeah.
just thought it just started cropping up with the last few
Oh
generations.
no! I
of
spent
PC gaming.
literally. I went to Sam's Club one year because I was a child nerd.
I went there last weekend.
Yeah, nice. And bought like a 1,000-page Doom modding book. And me and my brother spent 2 or 3 weeks, an entire summer, trying to figure out how to make Doom levels. And it was ridiculously hard. I mostly made a lot of really bad Doom levels that looked awful. Like you'd misplace textures, like your walls would be breathing. And it wasn't good. But yeah, no, it was totally a thing. And this guy, it was two guys that had done it a couple times before, and they're like, "Hey, do you think you could do this?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." And just totally reskin the game. It's the same.
And Doom was on board, obviously.
Yeah.
Like they licensed Doom to do this.
When I looked into that, and they said that originally they're like, "Oh, we can't afford to pay the licensing thing," and Doom, because they're like, "That's not really. You're not making like a competitor for Doom." Gave them like a super cheap deal on the engine, and they made this thing. But the cool thing about it is it still runs.
Have either of you got?
I downloaded it and I played it, and it's real weird. It's free to download, and there's actually sequels to this too.
yeah, there's
a
Chex Quest 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3.
You can play all of them for free.
You can play all of them
Do
for
it.
free. They play high res, so you can play them 1920 by 1080. You can play them with an Xbox controller, which is really strange though, because Doom didn't have mouse look at all, so you're always
You're only looking on the one plane.
you're only
right?
looking at one plane, so your left stick controller moves you in space, but then you can use like the triggers to strafe to go side to side. And then you like shoot using the A button, I think. So it's really weird to control because it doesn't control like anything you've played. I mean, the same way Doom is. Like Doom's real weird to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the thing that people don't really, I mean, some people probably do, is that Doom, even though it looks 3D, is not. Like all the bad guys in Doom, like, have you ever noticed that you like never see the side of Mickey Mouse? Like, his ears are always in the same place. The same way, like Doom bad guys are 2-dimensional. There's either a front or a back to them. There's no side. So, and that's the weird thing. There's a lot of things in this Chex Quest. Like you'll see the spaceship and you'll go around the spaceship and it turns with you.
It's just the same spaceship, yeah. The same side of the spaceship.
The same side of the spaceship. There's no back to it. And that's how Doom is. They're just 2-dimensional bitmaps that fired and, stuff at you. So it's really weird, but you really, 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 really should go check it out. We'll post it on our blog and on our Twitter and stuff so you can go grab it, because
Just look up some images of it. Look at the cover art. Just look at it. Find one on eBay.
I was
just
shocked,
to put on
though.
your shelf.
Oh,
I don't
dude,
know.
we should totally buy one on eBay. There's got to be someone that can sell us one of those, right?
Yeah.
How did they deliver this? Was it on like
In the
It
cereal.
was in a
But was it
cereal
on
box.
CD? Was
Yeah,
it
it had to
was
be,
a
yeah.
disc.
Okay.
So
Yeah, 96 was discs, so
I
probably
was-
CDs.
trying to think of how old I was when I was actually playing this, because it was much after the fact, because I was 4 when this came out. So
Remember how we
Aw.
were just graduating from high school?
Kinda, yeah. I was already done graduating.
Yeah.
and I played it at my buddy's house, whose dad was kind of, it's probably your guys is a little older than you guys, but he's a computer programmer.
Sure.
So he was always hip with the new video games and stuff. So I'm sure that's kind of how they had
So
acquired this
crazy.
game, was through him. But I'm guessing I was probably in second grade or so. So I was 8 or 9 when I was actually playing this. So it was quite a bit after the fact. But I mean, we were playing this game a lot. It was cool. Like,
it's so crazy.
the game looks cool. It's like spacey and cereal and green things. Like, I don't know. But how bizarre is this?
Yeah,
I was sat back and thought that was a good marketing tool, like for their cereal. Like, how did that? How
right? And I mean,
I wanted to be in.
What
that,
I want to find out though is
conversation.
whether it was or not. I mean, obviously they gave away a lot of these. They did a big promotion, but did people buy more cereal because of it?
I mean,
Yeah,
Chex is still around, so it didn't hurt them.
Yeah, or you just have a really awesome story to tell. Like,
Yeah.
looking back 20 years ago.
The guy who made it is actually working on an HD remaster of it right now.
We're going to see
he said
Chex
it's
HD.
Yeah, he's just kind of doing it in his spare time, but I'm absolutely.
And it looks good.
Yeah,
Like the couple
kind of like you want to eat it.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, the couple screens that are up, like it looks pretty. Like
Yeah.
I'm real excited. To
Most I was just
revisit
really
this.
shocked to see that I could just run it. Like it works in Windows 10. It works on modern hardware. You don't have to do I got my like DOS box all booted up. I'm like, I'm sure this is going to take some stuff. No, just double click it and it runs. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I think we should do a Let's Play on it. I think that needs to happen at some point. We're going to play it and let other people watch.
Oh, gotcha.
We'll Twitch it. Twitch.
Gotcha. I'm still learning this stuff.
Good times will be had.
Okay.
So anyway, do you
Just
want
let that all sink in.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely
We
crazy.
can take
I
a
love it.
moment of silence for Chex Quest.
Let's not do that. Those don't play well.
Right.
Let's talk about the Switch.
Let's do it.
This. I'm so excited for the Switch.
I am too.
So
the closer we get, the closer. I hope we can pre-purchase one soon because I really want to pre-purchase one because I want to
Yeah.
have it
3
day
months
one.
away, right?
It's March.
Yeah, March, and I think there's a big press conference like January 15th, January 19th, January 9th, somewhere right
Well, I
after the
want to
first
say
of
that
the
I
year.
read that they're going to take pre-orders.
I hope so because I don't want to have to be standing in the snow
I don't wanna do that
at
hassle.
an
Yeah.
Amazon bookstore trying to buy my
Because
my
that's
Switch.
where we're going to be
Mario
able to
running
get them,
around.
right? Why Amazon's bookstore has the
Yeah.
most Nintendo Switches. I have no
But
idea.
I don't want to do any of that. I just want to pay someone $250, $300 and one show up on my doorstep. That's
Do you think it's going to be that expensive?
Price is right.
$250,
Let's go.
$300. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Everyone
I
pick
think
a
that's what it'll be.
price.
That's. I mean, all the rumors about it have hit in that price range, and I think
Right.
that's.
Well, because wasn't one of the problems with the Wii U, wasn't it the price point that it came out at? Because
No.
I thought the Wii U when it came out was $300.
I thought
Yeah.
it wasn't even as high, or the premium
maybe
was
even
even
$350.
$350. I
Yeah,
think.
like
I think that
maybe
was
the price
But I
point.
don't think that's a bad price point.
Right, but for a system that's targeted, typically in the past has been targeted towards families and casual players.
Yeah, but I mean that right now, like literally right now, the Xbox One, just the regular one, not the S, and the PS3 Slim are on crazy
PS4
great
Slim,
sales.
yes.
Sorry, PS4 Slim are on crazy great sales that are just temporary right now, and they're both $250. So
Right.
Yeah, but you could get them a little bit cheap. Like when I got mine, I almost paid almost $200 bucks for.
Yeah.
So I mean,
mine.
I think especially if they can get a pack-in game at that 250, 300 range. I mean, 250 with maybe a slightly smaller storage drive and 300 with a slightly larger one. I think that's a great price point. So I think that's what they'll shoot for.
Yeah, I'm hoping for 250.
Yeah, I think 250.
I think they'll fly off the shelves at that.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
they don't, people are stupid.
Well, and just the more I read about them, the
Like,
more I like
seriously,
the
this
idea.
looks cool.
Like they just look great. But we're going to talk about today is actually that they've announced that this will be the first Nintendo system that actually has GameCube Virtual Console access. So it'll be the
So
first time.
excited.
Yeah. So as confirmed as you want to be right now with a
Right.
system that doesn't exist that we don't know anything about is they're saying that they've got Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Brothers Melee already to go. They're working on whatever the Harvest Moon game is for the GameCube. I don't know which one it is, but
I can't remember.
yeah,
but
whatever. Doesn't matter.
I
But
have a GameCube. so-
apparently the thing that's cool about that is if they can get that running, it has 12 emulated NES games inside of it. So inside of Harvest Moon, you can play Mario. You can play, right? I had no idea until I read about it.
I think, yeah. That's
So in
interesting.
theory, is
that'll be
if
fun.
you can get this game, on the Virtual Console, then you'll also get these 12 free or 10 free NES games. So
Oh, that'll be sweet.
that's fun. So I think it'll be really cool. It's apparently just the first one that's kind of had the right hardware mix to be able to actually emulate
Tiny
the
discs.
GameCube. Yeah,
Did
little
you have a
teeny discs.
GameCube?
I didn't. No,
Oh, and you didn't have a GameCube?
No, my neighbors had one, but
That was one of my favorite Nintendo systems.
hey, Adam, did you have a job when the GameCube was?
Yes.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry for you. Sorry,
And
you're a toddler.
I literally got married I don't know, a month before the N64 came out, and so I worked Like
The N64 or the GameCube?
N64. And so like I kind of missed and I didn't live at home and my brother had one, and then GameCube was kind of the same thing. My brother got one, and I was a PC gamer exclusively at that time. So
Gotcha.
I kind of skipped consoles between like 95 and when I got my first Xbox in 2000. So I missed both those.
Yeah, the games on the GameCube some of them were really weird. Like Mario Sunshine. Did you ever play Mario Sunshine?
It's almost as if
at
you're
any
describing
point?
every NES system ever.
It's
I
what?
think that's a Nintendo thing.
Really weird.
Yeah, but it's like this was like Super Mario Sunshine, where you're running around with a water cannon spraying graffiti away in some tropical island.
Yeah, that
setting.
game was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah,
but
I've
it
never played
was
it.
so much fun, and I've actually gone back and played it over the last few years, and it still looks great.
And how cool to be able to take that portable with you
Yeah.
too. Like, I mean,
right?
Yeah, because it had a little handle on it, and the controller. I loved the GameCube controller. I loved that controller.
that's
so
the one
much.
that doesn't look like a trident, right?
It doesn't look like a
Correct.
Trident. No, it's
It
the
just
one that
looks
they-
like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But I mean,
those.
people liked it so much, especially for the Smash Bros. Game, that they made
They re-released the
adapter.
controller.
So here's the crazy thing. This blows my mind. So one of the reasons people are maybe not most, but one of the reasons people are excited about this backwards compatibility for the Switch is that apparently whatever Super Smash Brothers game was on the GameCube
is the best one.
is the best one, but it's still the one they play competitively.
Yep.
And so for
really?
competitive
Wow.
Smash Brothers games, they're having to deal with like, we got to find another working GameCube, guys. And so they're very excited that maybe now they'll be able to move GameCube competitive play from these creaky old GameCubes forward to this gen console.
And kind of immortalize it probably, which is weird.
It's so weird to me. I mean, it's weird to me that anyone plays a game that's that old competitively.
Right.
So
And it's funny. So the Melee one on the GameCube, that's the one that I sucked at. I never won a single match on that game ever. On the N64, I ran that game.
I have never played Super Smash Brothers.
What?
We're going to
Any
have to
version
get
of it.
together.
Yeah.
and play that.
Oh, so
You miss a
good.
couple generations of hardware, and like and I have a Wii, never played it. I have a Wii U, never played it. Just skipped
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
The new
yeah.
one is great on the Wii U.
Yeah,
It is.
I've got
It's
that one.
beautiful.
That's
It's
fun. And the
awesome.
Pokken tournament is really fun too. If you've ever played that,
Yeah, I need to get. I do
Interesting.
need to try that.
it's fun.
So Adam, if you could have one game, what do you want it to be?
You already know,
I
Beautiful
know-
Joe.
I know what I want
I
it to be.
really, really want it.
I was always interested to play this game, but I
I've
didn't.
never played
Tell
it
me
either.
about Beautiful Joe.
It is this cel-shaded, glorious thing. It's a Capcom game, and you play this guy who watches all this late night TV, and his girlfriend gets kidnapped by the B-movie bad guy, and she's taken into the video game, and you're given this suit. You get sucked into the TV too, and you're given this suit, and you just run around and smash the living crap out of stuff. And the voice acting is incredible. The animation is beautiful. The boss fights are these giant things. It's very reminiscent of like
Incredibles?
almost like a Mega Man kind of game.
yeah.
Just like the boss fight styles and stuff like that. It's just a lot of fun. And it's beautiful to look at.
It looks really cool, and like literally, this costume looks so much like the Incredibles costume that I can't believe no one got sued. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's similar for sure.
Huh.
But then they made a second one, and they also released it on the PS2
Nice.
at some point.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. That's
yeah.
where I have probably seen a glimpse of it, but
And it's pretty.
That's
and
way
it's
cool.
fun.
I'm sold.
It's-
That's exactly the game I want to play. So.
And when you get like this, once you build up enough, I can't remember what the points are called, but you build up enough points, you can slow down time.
Nice.
And it's in super slow motion and zooms in, and you beat the living crap out of guys with your kicks and your punches.
Did
the kicking and the punching.
Kicking and
Did
the punching.
Beautiful Joe ever end up in Smash Bros or anything?
No, not that I know of. I mean, if he did,
What's up with that?
I don't know. It wasn't a very popular. I mean, I guess I can't say it wasn't very popular because they made a second one, but it never got. I don't think
What
it
do
ever
you
got the
know?
recognition that it was deserving. Huh?
What do you know?
What do I know? I know it because I played the damn thing and I loved it. You two are.
You don't know
like,
how
"What is this
popular
game?"
it was.
I'm excited. I think
Yeah.
it'd be real cool to play.
And honestly, so one thing that would be really fun to play too, because like I was saying, GameCube was a weird system
Yeah.
for games. There was a game that came out called Muppet Party.
Like as in do 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 do
Yeah,
do.
it's the Muppets version of Mario Party,
Holy crap! Really?
and it is the weirdest weirdest thing because you're controlling all your little Miss Piggy and Kermie and the King Prawn and Rolf and everybody. Beaker, they're all there.
Beaker?
I absolutely adore the Muppets.
You'll need to play Muppet Party because what we would do is when I worked in a bar, we would finish our night, have a couple of drinks, and then go to my friend David's house, and we would all sit around in his living room on the floor on his big 27-inch CRT monitor TV thing, and we would play. You have to check out Muppet Party.
I've never heard of it. That sounds amazing.
It's so weird.
Do you know there's a Muppet named Clifford?
I know now.
Do you want to see my Beaker impression?
Yes.
Do I want to see it or do I want to hear it?
I will visually describe for you the fact that Dylan looks just like Beaker right now. Just
Aside
like
from
him.
the fact he's 8 feet tall.
He's even kind of got Beaker's hair. Can you meep?
Meep.
No, never mind.
Oh, that was like the Roadrunner.
I don't even meep.
No, that's even worse.
I don't know. Is that what the sound? I can't.
Yeah.
I make the Beaker face.
It
And my
looks just
friends
like
are
an
like,
angry-
do the Beaker face.
Angry Beaker.
Do the Beaker face, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, you did it. You did the Beaker face.
It's perfect.
So
gonna come
there you
across
go,
so
everyone
well
at
on
home.
podcast.
You've seen my Beaker face.
I'm very excited about this. We'll take a picture. We'll post that on the
Yeah.
website too.
Was Fozzie Bear a Muppet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the new Muppets movie?
Man, no. Do you know what Fozzie Bear likes to put on his burritos?
No.
Guacamole.
Oh my God.
Those are the jokes, folks.
I just came up with that.
Tip your waiters.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So
Adam marked
Adam's
that.
marking that so we can delete it.
I'm like, so what's next? What are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk
now?
about Overwatch next.
I'll be here for another
this is
45
where
minutes.
I check out because I've never played it.
We're going to
Adam.
make that happen too.
terrible.
I will
Human being.
we're just going to have to buy Adam Overwatch for Christmas.
I don't think he's
Please
against
don't.
buying it for himself.
It's in. I don't know if Kevin's got it in his Steam library. Can you buy it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it on
okay.
Steam.
Yeah, I don't know. Where
I have
people
2
buy these
copies of it
things.
on Steam because
Oh
that's
my
how I roll.
So starting on December 13th, we have the Overwatch Christmas event, which they haven't actually released a lot of details on. I think it's kind of like a check-in at December 13th and see what it is. But they did a Halloween event, so I guess it's going to be similar to that.
And just
So
a lot of themed
stuff. You're
skins.
going to have skins, so you're going to be running around in costumes probably.
Did you get a custom? Because I know for the summer event they actually built that kind of Rocket League-esque Lucio Ball thing. Did they do the same thing for the Halloween event?
I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't playing at that during
exact
that time.
yeah.
I wasn't playing.
Those
but,
events are always fun. Though. I'm really excited for this just because I just kind of started playing it a little bit, and they're like the dumb thing is I do the same thing in Rocket League. Like I'm like, oh, free stuff, and then I don't.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's gonna be cool collectible stuff, but they did send out that little virtual greeting card or whatever, and it's got this cool little snowscape city. So if we get to play on a map like that,
that'd be cool.
I'm pretty stoked.
That'd be
because
real
that
fun.
looked real cool. It'd be real cool to kind of run around in a snowy Christmas light ridden concrete jungle.
And to be frank,
Sounds
like that's
great.
the most
Running around
snow.
Whoville playing Overwatch.
Oh, that's the most
Yes,
snow.
that's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank
Okay.
you, Adam.
That's the most snow
like-
I want to deal with in real life too.
Right,
Like
right.
I don't want any more snow than that.
But and now, so people understand. Like, so we're recording this on the 12th.
Yes.
So
By the time this airs, everyone will
have
know.
it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So-
Check it out though. Looks
So
good.
let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
after we know what
tell
it
us.
is. So
And I'll definitely be playing. Does it start tomorrow then?
yeah, tomorrow.
I'll start on the 14th.
Yeah. So
I got stuff tomorrow.
yeah, there's some
Cliff
things
is
going
busy
on
life.
tomorrow.
I know,
but,
right?
yeah, these Christmas, these holiday events are kind of fun, aren't they?
Yeah, I absolutely adore the idea of it.
'Cause,
I really do.
Hitman's doing something too. You can, dress up as Santa Claus, or so you can be a killer Santa
God,
Claus.
that'd be amazing. So how did you assassinate that guy? Well, I dressed up as Santa Claus. I infiltrated the building. I pulled a gun out of my.
I also heard I haven't looked into this yet. I should probably try to do this, but there's like a mission kind of maybe, I don't know if they did it on purpose or like it's kind of loosely based on Home Alone. Like you're trying, you're in a house and you have, I guess you're taking on the Macaulay Culkin character and trying to kill these 2 guys in your house.
God, that'd be
and
amazing.
It just seems Home Alone-esque, the mission does. So I don't know.
I wasn't really all that Jones about Hitman, but maybe I'll buy it now because that sounds incredible.
So I don't know if that was just kind of an exaggeration because you have 2 targets in a house around Christmas,
Yeah.
or if it actually parallels
God, that'd be
Home
amazing.
Alone kind
Right.
of.
I love it.
But that's kind of how those games are.
That's
Because
true.
Leave Hot Wheels on the floor.
so I was playing it the other day and I was just like walking around trying to figure out how to kill this guy, and I just he's like standing there in the room, and I was like, well, there's a chandelier above him, cut the rope, falls down, kills him, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave.
That's
I
amazing.
was like, that's how I kill stuff, I guess. So
I love it. I love it. So we're going to talk about some VR now.
Sure.
So this is
Ver.
from now on, VR will be referred to as VR. Like
Like
we're saying, this
People think we're just having a stroke.
this is kind of weird for us because it is local. Like it's probably one of the cool things about living in the Seattle area is that you hear about things
happen.
and things actually happen here. When I lived in Utah, you'd read about things happening in Seattle.
Right. I feel really spoiled like growing up here because I realize the rest of the world doesn't exactly have access.
Yeah, you don't get a cool concert to go to every night.
things,
And, cool stuff every day. So, Muckleshoot Casino, it's a casino, obviously.
Yes.
The biggest in Beth.
In the Northwest.
Can I say that?
We just totally gave them a plug.
Okay,
perfect.
so
Fine.
they should pay us for this.
Well,
they won't be doing that.
they
I
should just
guarantee.
not
That's
sue
fine.
us.
They maybe they'll let us play the VR.
Yeah,
We
so
can contact him.
So Muckleshoot is the first casino in the United States to actually install these VR systems inside. Apparently, it's inside one of their nightclubs.
Yes, it's Club Galaxy, which is,
A club.
yeah, it's kind of in the center of the casino, and that's where they do events. They'll have bands play.
And so I assume that during the day there's nothing there because it's a nightclub.
right.
And so they're just using, and so they're the Vive headsets.
See, and that's the one that I really want to try.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I have tried it and it's amazing. And it's, one or two people can go in, and I assume it's not very clear from the picture. It does not look like you can actually get VR now that you wear them in a backpack.
Right.
It doesn't look like that's how this works, but it's hard to tell. So I think we're gonna have to have a road trip, which I believe we decided in the episode is now a broad trip, right?
Yeah,
When
'cause
three
Yeah,
bros
because
go on a
of
road
Final
trip.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
We're
it's
going to
a
be
road
really
trip.
buff and not wearing much shirt.
I'm totally not buff, and I will be wearing a shirt the entire time.
Yeah, I keep my
I
clothes
look
on.
kind of buff.
I guess
I'm not.
Dylan could maybe not wear a shirt, but I'm all shirt all the time.
Like if you were to be a character from Final Fantasy 15 in real life, I think you would be, what is it, Ignis? Are you playing Final Fantasy?
Do I look like an Ignis to you?
Kind of, yeah.
I think that's.
Am I a rock?
I can't remember his name,
Yeah.
but because I've only seen it. But he's the tall, lanky one.
No, sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, the reality is it's like 30 degrees outside right now, too. So
Oh,
he's
yeah,
going to
so
be
some
the
clothes
tall,
are on.
lanky, shirtless, freezing cold guy.
But how many miles is a road trip?
Well, it's
Like,
all the
can
way
we
to
even call
Auburn.
it? Can we call it a road trip?
Well, I mean, let's be honest, though, with Seattle traffic, like if
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not,
it's-
it's not 10, if it's not like between here and a block over from here, it's going to take you 45 minutes to get there.
Can we like call an Uber and then record a podcast while Ubering to it?
We could
Yes.
probably record 2 or 3
Podcasts
podcasts
as
in the
well.
time it takes to Uber from here to
Because
Auburn.
sadly, Auburn is only 14 miles away, but it would still take an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
Welcome,
If we leave right now.
welcome
maybe.
to my commute right now.
Oh
is
no,
the worst
it's
time
kind
of
of
day to
late.
do it. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Surge pricing with
We've
Uber
been
right now would be terrible.
I've never Ubered, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
I did it once in
Ubered-
No, I
England.
Ubered once.
It was very exciting.
The
Really?
worst
Yeah.
experience of my life.
See, I discovered the glory of Uber when I was down in California in September.
Yeah.
And like how I have lived without Uber is beyond me.
Yeah. Well,
It's great.
I have a car, so that's how
Yeah,
I
I've
live.
always
yeah, there's
driven
that.
everywhere.
But no, this looks cool. Apparently, you can play 3 different games. They've got Time Zombies, Barking Irons, and Planked OS. PLANKT Crystal Guardians. So
Those
Time Zombies
sound terrible.
right. Well, actually, Time Zombies is about killing hordes of the undead in an old Victorian-looking town. So that I can totally.
Oh wait, you
get
mean
behind.
there's
cool.
zombies in that game?
Right? Yeah. Shocking.
Oddly
huh?
enough.
And Barking Irons is a Wild West shooter, while that game I cannot pronounce
toss.
is a bubble blasting experience in which players are charged with the task of protecting precious crystals from tainted fish by purging the fish with jet streams of bubble. So
I love bubble blasting games.
yeah. So it sounds super fun, and apparently you can just go down and pay them some money and play these VR games. So I mean, if you're local and you want to try VR and you don't want to do it at your local GameStop, this is a great way to try out Vive, see if it's for you, and give it a go. But I think we're definitely going to have to take a trip and play some.
I really want to
some
go
Vive
to there.
Yeah,
Because I don't live far. You don't live far. You don't live far.
we live very close. In fact.
Okay, we should
Was
go.
there the other day?
And you didn't play.
I
Seriously.
don't think I had it yet. It wasn't that the other day.
Yeah, we'll call him and see.
Yeah.
And see
My
what
mom
we can
won a
do.
bunch of money.
I think
I
it'd
would
be
like to
cool.
go.
Maybe record there. It'd be fun.
And have some snow crab buffet.
We'll take my
I'm
great-grandma.
a vegetarian, and crab's gross.
Wow.
They have the really good flatbread, like the fried bread.
I will
the
eat.
fry bread.
I will eat flatbread, and you guys can eat crabs.
I'm good with that.
Done.
It's real good.
Excellent.
There's
yeah,
also-
no, a cool experience, and it's cool that it's local. So we'll
Oh,
check
yeah.
that out.
We're always the first with stuff.
Exactly. Finally, we're going to talk about a couple of new releases. Like considering that this is the second to last week before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of stuff is coming out this week, and a bunch of it's really cool. None of it's like big AAA stuff. It's all just kind of fun indie stuff that I've been really excited about. Some of it,
and one of these you've been playing before.
I have played actually quite a few of these before.
It's
just on different systems.
I wasn't sure if some of these were some that you've had in your Steam library that you just never touched.
Yeah, no,
the
these are literally all things that are coming out this week.
Oh, okay.
So
whether that be a re-release of something
on
that's already been out,
platforms.
but
Gotcha.
But I think the big one this week is Super Mario Run. We're going to talk a little bit about that come Thursday, day of this podcast release. It's either going to be amazing or it's not.
Or it'll be meh.
Yeah, still up in the air. But
I still wish that this is the one time that I'm actually jealous of people who have an iPhone.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. But this week, Stardew Valley is coming out for PS4 and Xbox One. If you liked Harvest Moon, it's great. This has been out on the PC for I don't even know, quite a few months. Again, it's another one developer game. One dude spent the last 5 years making it.
Wow.
And literally you play a kid who inherits, I think, his uncle's or his grandpa's farm. And
do you grow Stardews?
And you don't.
What are Stardews?
You live in Stardew Valley.
Oh, it's the location of the farm.
And so you've got this farm, and then there's a city right next to it, and you can, do all those things. You clear off, because it's a rundown farm, so you have to clear the land of all the rocks and the trees, and you plant things, and you can grow crops, or you can grow a vineyard, or you can,
wine.
Yeah. And time progresses. You play it a day at a time. It's a great game probably to play over the holidays or play, on your Xbox. It's not as portable, but plays great on a laptop, and because it's just a day at a time, you can play a day and then go do something else. Play a day, go do something else. It's a super fun game, and I think it's going to be great on those systems too.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, probably next year, there's actually going to be multiplayer for it, so you'll actually be able to play multiplayer Animal Crossing. So that's super cool. Bastion, which was it was a 360 game that came out maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It was kind of when Xbox used to do that kind of like summer of games thing when Limbo came out and Braid came out. Bastion was kind of in that group. It's super fun. It's kind of an isometric overhead shooter that it's got this really fun story. You play it there's this narrator that kind of tells what you're doing. You get all these different guns, and it's really fun. It's coming out for the Xbox One. They're re-releasing it. But if you already own it on the 360, you'll actually get that upgrade for free if you claim it like in the next 2 weeks, I think. So if you have that on the 360, grab it on the One. It's really, really, really fun. I own it on Steam because of course I do. Bridge Constructor, which sounds really, really dumb.
What do we do in that
different
game?
Bridge Constructor type games before.
So this is the Bridge Constructor. I have this one on the Xbox and Steam.
Okay.
You are literally making bridges, and they'll give you this. Here's this river you've got to build a bridge over, and here's the number of pieces you have to do it. Or I think you have a budget, actually, and different pieces cost different things. And you build a bridge, and then to see if it works, you drive cars across it. And so the moral of the story is sometimes it doesn't work, and you dump helpless people into rushing rivers. But it sounds really, really dumb, and it's not. You make all these, and the bridges get more and more complex, and you get more and more materials. It's really fun. It's coming out on the PS4. Yeah. It's just one of those dumb, like you're like, why would I ever want to make bridges? And then you build the first one, you're like, oh, that was cool.
Right.
And then you build the second
worked.
one, you're like, oh, hey, that's cool. You build the third one, you're like, ooh, now I have those like, the wire things, and ooh, now I can build a suspension bridge. Oh, now I can build these concrete things in the water.
Bridge lingo, but
yeah,
that kind of reminds me in high school we made toothpick bridges.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
you'd tie
like
the
that.
weight in the middle, and then you'd see how much weight you could hold with toothpicks, and
It's really fun.
That's fun. So if it feels anything like that, I'm down.
Well, and it's kind of cool because there's like different levels of bridges too. So you know how a lot of games you got the bronze star, you got the silver star. The bronze in this is like, hey, you can drive 2 cars across it, and the gold is like you
Someone
can drive
made it.
Yeah, you can drive 2 semi trucks across it, and a lot of them too. Like sometimes it's really fun because you're like you'll drive the semis across. Your bridge is literally like falling apart. The truck like jumps off the edge as it makes it across, and you're like, hey, my bridge still works. Like
Exactly. Like if they make it over, I don't care if it's falling to pieces
sometimes
behind
no
them.
one else will ever be able to use that bridge ever again. It was a disposable bridge, but as long as those 2 trucks make it across, you're
win.
golden.
Is there any like seasonal weather effects or anything? Can your
think
bridge withstand
so.
a hurricane or anything like that? Because that sounds fun too.
Yeah, no, it's well worth playing. I really enjoyed it. So, and I think it's actually really cheap on the Windows Store too. Like I might have actually picked that up for free or for a buck. So that's cool. And then the final one that's actually coming is actually coming the 16th, I think. And it's called Astroneer. And it kind of got hyped.
I'm guessing it's an astronaut engineer game.
Kind of. It's kind of like this weird combination of like, I don't know, No Man's Sky and Minecraft, where you land on these planets. It was kind of pitched for a while as like, you didn't like No Man's Sky, then you should try this.
Right.
And I don't know if that's really fair, but it's coming to the preview. It's coming to like Steam Greenlight, or not Steam Greenlight, Steam Early Access and Xbox, whatever they call their early access program. And you can you play as astronauts and you build bases and you build different parts of them, but then you have to collect resources, but you can totally reshape, like all the ground's done in this really cool low poly kind of look. And you can, you have different things that'll suck up resources and put down resources. So you really kind of need to watch the video for it. They're sucking up resources and then building a bridge so they can go across to new places. It just looks really fun in that kind of, that Minecraft, Terraria, exploration, building things kind of way. So that's coming to early access. I think that's going to be a cool one. And then finally, this one's actually coming out the very first of next year, January 13th. Pit People.
So I was looking at our notes, and I'm like, Pit People hitting early access, and I'm like, what does that line mean? Okay, so Pit People's the game.
Pit People is the game.
Okay.
It's from the Behemoth.
Finally.
It's from the Behemoth, which are the same guys that made Castle Crashers and that game that they put out after Castle Crashers.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it.
Both of which I've never played.
Oh,
Yeah.
You need to buy Castle Crashers. It's so fun. It's like a up to 4 player, just kind of beat 'em up game.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I beat it 3 times in one weekend, one time with different people.
Nice.
It's really fun. And then their next game was also really cool, Battle Block Theater, and it's this, I don't even know how to describe it. It's again multiplayer, totally different than Castle Crashers, where you're trying to solve these levels, and different people have to move different things. Both really fun, and they all have really fun stories. Their narrators are always crazy, and the graphics are always really weird. But Pit People is like neither of those. It's actually a hex-based, turn-based strategy game, but with all these crazy characters. I played the beta on the Xbox and on Steam, and actually played it a couple times I played it at the Idea Xbox event. I played it at PAX, and it's really, really, really fun. But the cool thing is, if you get in early access, you'll actually save $5 on it.
I'm checking out the video.
Yeah, when it comes out. So it's normally going to be 20. If you get it during early access, it'll be 15. So would really recommend that as well.
That's really weird.
We're going to talk about free games.
Oh, free.
There's not really many new free games, but I want to remind people that there are free games that they haven't been able to get yet, because as confusing as like PS Plus is, and we don't release our free games on the 1st.
Exactly.
Microsoft may be worse with their we release some games on the 1st and some on the 15th and some on the 71st.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's real messy. So as of almost today, we're going to say probably release day. So by the time you hear this, you'll be able to get them. Outlast, which is the horror game.
Yeah, survival horror where you don't really do much but walk around and try to avoid zombies.
Yeah. So you can't fight. It's not Resident Evil. You can't fight back against the bad guys. So you've got to run away from the bad guys.
And trying to not let them find you.
And I was kind of making fun of this when I was talking to my brother. I'm like, oh, scary thing. And he's like, oh no, it's amazing. Like he said, it's really, really, really good.
I've heard it's really good. So I'm excited to check that out, because I've been wanting to play some survival horror, and it's not really a genre we see a lot of.
You should play it. Oh,
right
you don't have a PC. Amnesia is real good. Dark Descent. It's real good. And Resident Evil 7 is coming out. That could be fun.
That is going to be a fun
I have the
one.
demo waiting to play.
Yeah, I played the VR demo.
Yeah.
And it's...
Oh, I hear that's
cool.
scary.
It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah. I think Outlast, I could be wrong, but I think Outlast is actually the one that just did a Kickstarter for... Yeah, Outlast 2 has, I think, a Kickstarter where they're and it's pretend, but they're kickstarting diapers for the second one.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's really great.
Yeah. I think it's pretend.
Even though I don't wear diapers
not.
anymore.
Well, I think if you play Outlast 2, you might need to.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
It's going to scare the crap out of you.
See, they're real fancy too.
Wow.
Those are sleek. Those
They're
are hot.
super sleek. They're very gamery.
Wear
Like,
those to the club.
yeah.
I think,
With a
yeah, I
Mountain
think,
Dew.
I don't know if this is just for scary games, but the fact that we don't want to get up and go to the bathroom or play too much video games.
They're
What are those for? I'm really lazy.
real
Like
lazy.
when the weekend hits, I don't move for.
Hi-yo. Oh, I
Beep.
get it.
Perfect.
That's
There's
funny.
a word that I was gonna say,
That you
but
can't.
we're trying to be kind of G.
Yeah, GPG.
Is that a PG word?
I don't know. On our last episode, we talked about fully rendered genitals. So I don't know where
Yeah.
that falls in the
But
G to
genitals
PG.
isn't one of the
That was
words
the clinical
that sailors
discussion.
say.
Perfect.
Sailors don't
So we're
say
good.
genitals. The
Anyway,
only words that sailors say are bad.
very very true.
Okay, we'll
Perfect.
go with that.
Anyway, past that, you can also get Burnout Paradise backwards compatible.
Of
Yes.
Burnout Paradise.
I hear it's real
I'm
good.
Oh,
ready.
it's so good.
I'm ready to do.
Have you played it?
I haven't played Burnout Paradise. I've played the other Burnout.
It's so good. The opening like credit roll or whatever, that first guitar riff of Paradise City
Good.
from Guns N' Roses, and the drums kick in,
Oh, nice.
and the whole song plays. It's fun. Like that was the first game I got for my PS3
Nice.
when I bought that, and I still have it, and I've hooked my PS3 up, and I really now I need to go play it.
Nice.
Again.
Yeah, I'll try it. Like
it's
racing
fun.
games are kind of one of those, like, they hold my interest for about 3 hours. But
Well, it's cool because this one there's different missions and stuff that you do throughout it. It's not just like driving around and whatever.
It's not your
like there's
typical race game. I
yeah,
think.
there's
It's-
different races on different parts of the city. Like it's a fully rendered
I
city.
can get behind that.
Yeah,
It's-
and you kinda-
it's cool.
You cruise around and crash, right?
Yeah. Well, there's the other missions where it's cause as much damage as you can, and then
Oh,
the
that sounds
helicopter
fun.
flies over, and the insurance company gives every piece of the accident a dollar value. And
That
yeah,
sounds awesome.
it's
Yeah,
so good.
this
Hit
sounds
the
good.
buses. Hit
I
the
can-
buses really hard.
I like it. We'll try it.
Is there other Burnout games like
Burnout's
since
been
then?
around for
Like,
a while.
But like,
But I think
are
it
we
died.
seeing
I think-
new?
no,
Are
I
we
think
seeing
this-
new Burnouts?
I don't
or-
think so. I think they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah. You can also still get Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. The Definitive Edition too means that you get all the DLC, which
Yeah.
is pretty rare for the free games. Like
So it's
lot
a
of
great
times-
deal for $3.
Yeah, real good. Like I said, I've played. Everything's pretty much a great deal for $3. But that's definitely
It's everything and more.
something to try. Also, Assassin's Creed 3 is still free from the Uplay folks. And
What was Twitch's free game this month?
there is a free Twitch game, but I don't remember what it is.
Wasn't it The Walking Dead?
Oh yeah, The Walking
Yeah.
Dead, the Telltale series, which I
Season-
hear
was
is
it just season one?
Just season one, but I hear it's,
It's-
really really good.
It's fantastic.
yeah,
It's fantastic.
yeah.
You
The
will really,
folks
really
that
like it.
made that then went on to make Firewatch. So
Oh, really?
the writers-
Oh, the writers from
Oh.
season one.
one went on to
Okay.
make Firewatch.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna play that game.
Yeah, because that's Telltale that does the
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they've
Yeah.
got the Batman game, and they're doing
more Walking Dead.
but there's another one
Game of-
coming.
They did
Guardians
Game
of Galaxy.
Thrones too, right?
That's right,
That's
Guardians
that
of
was
the
announced
Galaxy.
at,
Oh yeah, and they did Game of
the Game
Thrones.
Awards.
Yeah. So
Good
there's a whole
stuff.
lot of that. If you like one, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy them all. So.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Telltale's they're fun. They're a really
Yeah.
good time. And then Battlefront, the Star Wars pew 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 game,
Pew pew.
is going to
lasers.
get EA access, so not free, but if you don't have EA access and you have an Xbox,
Just
get
get
it. Get it. It's real cool.
all the games.
All the games.
I bought that when it was on sale on the PlayStation store. Battlefront.
Battlefront.
Yeah, like months
It's
ago.
really fun.
I know, and
It's
I
really
still
fun.
haven't downloaded to play it. See, what you do with Steam, I do with PlayStation.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I know.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I've probably
Save it for
got
a rainy
20
day.
games. I've probably got 20 games that are just sitting there in my library. I've never downloaded and played.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's
Kevin
time.
makes fun of me, but it's
There's
whatever.
time.
We do too.
And I think we're going to talk about small things now, mobile things,
We love small things.
all the small things,
Small bites.
small bites.
Nom,
Okay.
nom.
I don't know where we're gonna go with this. Like,
I was
songs.
just happy with the Blink 182 reference.
Yes.
All the
Super Mario Run. It's this week. By the time you hear this, probably tomorrow. I was very Canadian.
Yeah, our release day is on the same day as Super Mario Run.
No, it's the 15th, I think.
Yeah. So that would be Thursday.
Oh, yeah, same day. So today, if you don't have Mario Run, go spend $10 on it, and we'll see how it is.
If you want to spend $10
if you
on
wanna
it,
spend-
because you can kind of, it's
There's a light
basically a
version.
try as you buy.
Yeah, we'll see how
or
it
try
goes.
it try it
Yeah.
and then buy it.
I saw Jimmy Fallon play it.
Yeah, he was real pumped about it.
Yeah. So I don't know, like watching.
And he was so believable.
Yeah. Oh God. Right. Oh my God. Who's in the audience?
Yeah. He was definitely fanboying, but I think that's also just Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like everything I was worried about Super Mario Run seemed to be kind of present in that video. So I don't know. At this point in time, I can analyze it and analyze it and we just don't know until it actually comes out.
Well, what I thought was kind of interesting in that video is it looked like at one point Mario went backwards in the level, like he ran backwards. I don't know how.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was something just.
There looks like there's little boxes that you can hit that can change direction, and I mean you can hop back. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hit a wall and jump, then
you can jump
go the opposite
backwards.
Okay,
direction.
so
So it kind of sets you in a different path for a moment, but it's not
Okay.
like you got to choose which
Yeah,
direction
I'm not
you're
sure.
going.
It just looks weird, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
There's Nintendo.
Yeah, right. But one of the things that did come out this week is that you have to be always online to play it, which is only. People freaking out, oh my gosh, it's going to take data. Like, no, it's not going to take any data. But it's really crappy for people that have like iPod touches or iPads that now can't play in the car or on the bus or in any place they don't have internet connection.
Kiss
Like
Your
that.
Road
Yeah, my
Trip
kid
Goodbye.
will not be able to play that game on a plane or
That's true. I didn't
in
even
a
think
car
of
or And,
that. Like I can appreciate why they're doing it because it's for security and piracy, and I can absolutely
I get it.
appreciate
For
it.
whatever they want to say. That's
For whatever they
fine.
want to say. It's data
It doesn't,
collecting.
it doesn't affect any of us because we'll
we
play
have
it
cell
on
phone
our
plans,
phone.
but I gotta think there's
Adam
probably a
won't
lot
be
of
playing it
kids
at all, but
spying on us.
except for Adam, he won't be
we
playing on
won't be
his phone.
playing it at all. So
Yet.
Now, do you think that after that initial purchase, it'll still require an internet connection?
Yeah,
It's
my
always
understanding is
online.
every time you do it. So, I mean, I guess I don't know if that means, like, can my kid, like, can we sit in the driveway and he goes, like, okay, I'm going to play and, like, authenticate and then
Then it
play the
just-
entire time he's gone? I mean, until we get somewhere and then he's screwed.
Right.
But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you're right. I get why they're doing it and I get that they're Nintendo and that security and piracy. But, that seems like a pretty good part of their market that now will not be able to play that game in a lot of places that you might want to play a mobile game.
True.
Which is
on
kinda,
the go.
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
True. Well, it's like the Pokemon Go thing. They locked out all the rooted users and jailbroken users on iPhone and Android.
Yeah.
And that app has still continued to remain towards the top of the spot.
Yeah.
On the,
So
on
maybe.
the-
I don't know how
only
many people
time will
jailbreak
tell.
anymore.
So.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
Do they?
Jailbreak. Yes. People jailbreak.
Is it an Android thing or an iPhone thing? Because I mean, like,
well, jailbreak is iPhone, rooting is Android.
yeah.
So
And
my
I
phone's
understand.
rooted.
I understand why
Yeah.
you'd want to root an Android, just because there's so many possibilities of what you can do with a stock Android versus a carrier Android. But
It's true.
I haven't jailbroke my phone in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So,
There's really no need to do that on either platform.
Yeah.
It's just I go and I get rid of all the bloatware. I get rid of all the extra
Exactly,
crap that comes along with
yeah,
it.
I totally understand why you'd want
Yeah.
to do it on an Android phone, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how it affects things.
It
I
should
mean,
be interesting.
the reality is, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks about Mario Run. People are going to buy 1 billion copies of it. It is going to be the best-selling game ever.
Let's go buy some stock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, today's the
Today's
day.
the day.
I mean, not that I can afford their stock even before it bounces. But
Right. I just need like one stock.
I just want one.
Can you just buy
stock.
a stock?
Yeah. Can I have one of the Nintendos, please?
Perfect. The other thing
$5,000.
we're going to talk about is a game called 80 Days, and I played this. I actually played it on the PC, but it is a mobile game too, and I think it actually might be I don't want to say a better mobile game.
Yeah, I watched your was it your Twitch stream or
Yeah, I
something?
threw it up
of
on Twitch, and it's really cool. It's like a choose your own adventure book, but in video game form. And so literally you're playing, it's around the world in 80 days. And you start out in Paris and you're the valet to this rich guy who's made this bet that he's going to get around the world in 80 days. And you go from London to Paris. And then once you get to Paris, you have decisions to make.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to go next? Are you going to explore the city? Or are you going to take off right away? And if you explore the city, you might find people that you can talk to that'll give you alternate routes of how to get to your next destinations, or give you hints about where you get faster. Or you can go to the marketplace and maybe you'll be able to buy a bottle of wine in Paris that you can resell in Berlin at, a 200% markup, because you've got to fund your way across. You start with £4,000, and you have to continue to fund your way across this, or you can buy maps. And every choice you make determines where you'll end up next and what choices you make there. So, I mean, I made the choice to go north to somewhere in Germany, and along the way, it's set in this kind of probably late 1800s kind of steampunk universe. I got the steam-driven carriage I was in got accosted by like a airship, like a giant blimp, and they kidnapped us. And the only way they would let us go is if I agreed to take this jewel to Istanbul. And so all of a sudden, I don't have a choice. I can't keep going north like I was. I've got to take I got to make a big U-turn and go to Istanbul. And, along the way, you get these different choices. You can take a train and it'll be faster, but maybe it's more dangerous. You can take an airship, it'll be faster, but it may not go where you want to go. And so every playthrough you play to would be completely different if you made different choices.
Okay.
So, and I think there's random events too that affect it. But it was really cool, and it's totally mobile friendly because it's all just click, click, click.
Right, because that's what I was gonna ask. What was that like playing a game like that in front of a computer?
It's a little weird just because you're used to more interaction than that. And I said it to my brother. I'm like, I think you'd like this. It's really like, it seems like a lot of reading.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like,
a lot of
it's
reading.
not talking. It's all reading. Not that I want everything to talk to me and that I can't read.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I think it's a format that could almost work on like a Kindle. Like you could almost release this as an ebook.
Yeah.
Or it could have been a web page, or it could have been, because it's just choice. And it's very.
Have you finished the game?
No.
No, okay. Like I don't know how many hours.
Curious how long it
takes.
to
And I've heard
get
quite a few
through
people say you can. I played for about a half hour, and I didn't even get out of Europe. So I would assume that, probably maybe 2.5 hours to get around the world, or to fail to get around the world.
How many days did you actually play through?
That's a really good question. Maybe
probably the better of the questions.
Yeah, right. I don't know, 5 or 6, because you end up having to like choose if if you get to a town after the last train goes out, you have to spend the night there, and there's just a ton of decisions. But I've only played it for a half hour. But the half hour I played was really interesting for kind of a strange game that was kind of out of left field. So it was. I decided I was going to play through my Steam library alphabetically, and it just happened to be the first one. Yeah. So 8-Bit Boy is next.
I want to check it out.
Yeah, I think it's $5 on the App Store.
Yeah, $5 on Android.
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked on the App Store and it looked like $5. And I like seeing the little screenshots of it. Like the artwork just looked cool.
For a game that doesn't have a lot of art, the art's really good.
It just looks fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's worth a go. I mean, for $5, it's
and
not
all
bad.
it takes to buy this for me is a fingerprint. So.
that's real dangerous.
I accidentally bought it.
Oh darn!
Yeah, but I think it'd be perfect for mobile. I mean, just like a great game to play on the bus.
Yeah, well, because I was watching you play, and I thought it was interesting, and because I like a good story is real. That's why I really like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, because it was just this really cool story to play through. And there was really no wrong way to do it.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's definitely a wrong way to do it. You could very much either run out of money or fail to get to where you needed to go, or just not make it in 80 days. But
But the text base and the graphic style and everything,
it's
it all
fun.
Looked very mobile friendly.
Yeah, and exactly. As I was playing, I'm like, oh, this is... Because the one person I'd heard about playing it before played it mobile, and I'm like, oh, this would be a perfect mobile game.
Right.
So I might pick it up and see. Because I probably won't play it again on Steam, because I've got other Steam games I want to play, but it might be a fun game to pick up mobile.
How much was it on Steam? $5 there?
I don't know. I got it as part of a Humble bundle.
Okay.
Part of the Humble narrative bundle with that and Her, which I also hear is very good.
Fancy.
Yeah, right. But tons of fun. So give it a go.
Cool. We'll do that.
I think that's us for the week.
Yay. What are we doing this weekend? What y'all got going on? Game-wise, gonna play anything?
I really want to play. I told my brother, I borrowed Doom from my dad, and I told my brother I'd bring it to him when I went to Utah for Christmas.
Okay.
So I got to try and get through as much Doom as I can.
Do that.
In the next. I guess really, man, that I only have this weekend, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, Christmas is coming real fast.
Yeah. Fight through as many demons from hell on Mars as you can before you visit the family for Christmas.
And then I can continue to do it once I get to Utah.
You can tiptoe into hell before actually getting
going
there.
to hell.
Yeah. So
I'm good. How about you?
I'm gonna try to go outside this weekend.
Oh, that's dumb.
Who goes outside anymore?
Wait, are you going to go play Pokemon Go?
No, I'm just gonna go hike a snowy mountain or something.
That's dumb. Forget him. Adam, what are you doing?
Oh, see, that sounds like work.
But I think I definitely do want to get on Overwatch's
the Christmas stuff.
theme.
Yeah,
So.
I might play some Christmas stuff too. I still got to finish all my Rocket League Christmas stuff before I leave.
Fun, super fun.
Yep.
I still need to finish Dust, and I still need to finish Dust. So I'm probably gonna do that, and I'm gonna be on vacation starting next Tuesday through the holiday.
Oh man,
So,
I'm going to record without you.
Yeah.
Or do we just have to do it Monday?
Or I don't know. We'll figure that out. Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
So I've got a lot of stuff I need to get taken care of. And I think over Christmas, I'm going to buy the stuff that I need and send it to my brother's where I'm staying in Missouri and put together a Raspberry Pi Nintendo emulator thing. I think I might actually try that.
I think I'm doing the same thing. I already have the Raspberry Pi. I just need the controllers and the SD card. I'm hoping someone buys them for me for Christmas.
Well, there you go.
Perfect.
Hint, hint, whoever you might be listening to.
Bake me a Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to eat it. Well, you guys are all.
Well, you got the NES Classic, so
do you think Raspberry Pi would be good?
Yes.
Oh yes.
You've never had a Raspberry Pi?
Are raspberries good?
That's true.
Our pie's
His
good?
pie is good.
Okay.
You got me.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
And you're done.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Well, you can find us on socials, Twitters, Facebooks, Twitches.
Byte Me Podcast with a Y.
Yep. Byte Me Podcast with a Y. You can email us at byteus@bytemepodcast.com.
Email
Okay.
us some questions, some topics, anything
Yeah.
we should cover.
What you'd like to hear. You can find our website at bytemepodcast.com.
That's
And
BYTE.
BYTE. And you can find all those other things there.
Good. Yeah, we got links to everything.
Links to
Links.
everything.
We post
Everything.
things occasionally.
All the Zeldas, all the links.
That's bad.
Oh, okay.
This
And
ends now.
yeah, we're done. Bye.